Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm Becca. This is Mom of the 6 brothers, and in this video I'm showing you what we had for dinner every night this week. Today is Monday. We're having a dish that my kids call Mom's Noodle Stuff, and I am going to show you what we use and how we do it. This is a really fun, yummy one-pot dish that my kids really love, and it fills them up. It always has leftovers. It's super cheap, so it's a very good go-to. And these are all pantry staples because this dish was created from a food pantry challenge or a pantry clean out challenge where I only used stuff that we had in the pantries already, and I was able to come up with this meal. So let me show you how we do it. We're gonna season it with our 6 Brothers Black Label Cajun seasoning. You can get this seasoning on our website at 6brothersjerky.com.
I can't wait to have Mom's Noodle Stuff.
And just season a couple of tablespoons. However you like to season your ground beef is fine. This has a dehydrated butter in it, so it is really good. This is a favorite of mine as well as the kids, but it's a favorite of mine because of how easy it is. It's literally ground beef, any kind of pasta you use. We like using the penne pasta when we do this. Beef broth and Hunt's. I use the Hunt's pasta sauce, the traditional. And if you don't want to double it like I'm doing, you just do 1 box of each of these things in 1 can and 1 pound of ground beef. So I have 2 pounds of ground beef, 2 boxes, 2 beef broth, 2 cans, and then I have a 32 ounce, I think, block of cheese. So I love to use the Colby Jack cheese. You can use whatever you like. Just like you can use any kind of pasta, you can use any kind of cheese you like. So that's totally fine.
This is actually really satisfying.
And if you need to make the recipe a little cheaper, even though it's already super affordable, you can use water instead of beef broth, or just like half and half. 1 of the beef broth and 1 amount of water. I just use 2 of the beef broth because it's easy and I have it.
Yeah. Oh my god!
I told you.
Yeah, went all from the tree.
Let me pick up the can opener. Shred that cheese, boy.
I'm trying. I'm doing it, Grandpa.
The ground beef is done. All right, let's add in our pasta. Thank you, buddy. Don't quite need 2 full bottles of the beef broth, but start with 1 and see where you're at.
But
You just have to make sure you cover your noodles enough to cook them. Okay, so this is what we're looking like. So we're gonna go ahead and cover it. Ignore my mess behind me. We're gonna let the pasta cook while Brooks shreds up all the cheese. The cheese goes in last, so we have time to work on that. Okay, we're gonna give this a really good stir. All of my noodles are cooked, and you can see all of our liquid is going. So, you know, it's a little juicy, but it's perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and add our cheese to this. This would also be really good if you baked it, like put it in a casserole dish and baked it. That would be really good for that too. But we just keep it in this 1-pot meal and dump the cheese right on top.
a little bit of cheese.
He wants his taxes. Here, boy.
Smokey the Bear is puffy.
And I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of our Black Label Cajun seasoning. Again, you can get this on our website.
Well, are we out of stock of black pepper on our website?
No, we still have some. Oh, the jerky, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I really think this would be super good if you put in like cream cheese, but for the sake of keeping this meal cheap, and the boys don't need the extra calories because they're in fight camp, so we're not gonna experiment, but that would also be really good. So make this with the pork breakfast, like the rolled up pork sausage, which makes this meal even cheaper because ground beef is super expensive. Here's our 1-pot meal tonight. This is so yummy. I would typically cook this with garlic bread, but my oven is out, so we're just gonna leave it as is for the boys. Today is Tuesday, so we're gonna be getting our dinner ready now. I'm gonna pull out the crock pot. Tonight is a crock pot meal. We're gonna be doing shredded barbecue chicken. Okay, I'm actually going to put an entire pack. I don't need that much. I am a huge fan of having leftovers for lunch the next day, so we're gonna do the entire pack so that my kids can eat on this all week long. Okay, we're gonna go with our Six Brothers garlic butter barbecue. You can get this online at sixbrothersjerky.com. Okay, let's add a little bit of chicken broth. Just a very little bit. We don't want too much liquid, but it needs a little bit in there to cook. We're gonna put it on high, cover that and set it aside for about 4 to 4.5 hours. Okay, we just came in from playing outside and we're gonna go ahead and get the rest of dinner ready. Let me grab my ingredient. Okay, so we're gonna use this barbecue sauce. The boys are being really particular right now about what they eat, so we had to have the 0 sugar, and this is all my Walmart. Yes, it's just regular barbecue sauce. This is the one that my Walmart had in stock, so we went with the sweet and spicy barbecue. We're just gonna shred the chicken up, pour the barbecue sauce in there. I'm gonna put this on warm, and I'm just gonna shred the chicken. There's only a tiny bit of juices in here because we didn't add much chicken broth to begin with. So we're just going to leave it in there.
Kind.
It is glass. I added the whole bottle. My kids like a lot of sauce. Okay, now let's get some homemade hamburger buns done. Oven is broke, so we're gonna smoke them on the smoker. I use the same recipe across all bread forms: hot dog, hamburger buns, loaf bread, whatever I'm deciding to use that night. I use the same bread recipe. This is a recipe I've worked on for many years. I shared it on my channel probably 8 years ago. So we're gonna go ahead and start that now. Okay, so for the bread recipe, I'm gonna put in 2 cups of warm water, 1 tablespoon of yeast, and a tablespoon of sugar mixed in with that. Okay, and we'll let that sit until the yeast is foamy and ready for us to use. We have our foam. So we're gonna go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients. Let me get out of the way. Watch my camera.
Ooh, that's foamy. Like slime.
Sometimes I use butter and sometimes I use oil. Today we're using butter. When the yeast is going, I did a tablespoon of sugar, and then when it's done, I do an extra tablespoon, sometimes a little bit more. We're gonna add a whole stick of butter. It's kind of melted. It doesn't even have to be melted all the way. And then I'm going to go in with salt. It's about a tablespoon. I don't measure hardly anything that I put in here, so we're just gonna kind of eye it. Eyeball it. It's 6 ingredients, so yeast, water, sugar, oil or butter, salt, and flour. I don't measure this either. I literally just scoop with my hands and put in until it's where I want it to be. But if you have to measure, it's about 5 cups. And I just take my hands and I start mixing. It's gonna be super shaggy. You're just gonna keep adding flour until it forms the dough ball and looks like you need it to look. No, we have to bring Braxton to driver's aid. You just grab it off your fingers and then rub your hands together and it comes right off. So it has picked up all of the flour and it's in a pretty little ball of dough. I sprinkle a little bit of flour so it doesn't stick, and then I'm gonna put it back in the bowl and let it rise until it has doubled in size, usually 30 to 45 minutes. I love doing my dough in a bowl like this, is that this is just flour that I have to wipe up, but if I had kneaded the bread on the counter, I would be scrubbing the bread dough, and it would be a lot more harder to clean it up. All right, we're gonna put this aside for about 45 minutes and we're just gonna let it double in size. It might not take quite that long, but that's what we're gonna aim for. Okay, so the dough has actually not completely doubled in size, but it's getting kind of late and the kids are gonna be home soon and ready to eat. So we're gonna go ahead and shape our buns now and get them on the smoker. It will make a dozen of them if you weigh them out to 4 ounces. 12, I have them all spaced out here. I just make sure I have a little bit of flour on the surface and then I push it out, fold it in, kind of like a little, then I'll just kind of spin it on the counter. And this is it. You have a pretty little, then you have a pretty little dough ball. Jake went and turned on the smoker for me. I cannot wait to get my oven fixed. These actually come out really good on the smoker, but it's just so hot outside that I don't feel like doing that. You're supposed to let these do a second rise, but I honestly think I'm just gonna throw them on the pit. Kind of skip that part because it's already 7:47 and the boys should be home around 8:30. Brennan's off tomorrow, but Brayden works. And I know he's gonna want to get to bed. And I have to weigh these buns out, mostly because for the boys, mostly for the boys because they count their macros, but also because I want them to be uniform in shape or size, I mean. And we're gonna do a quick egg wash on these. The shredded chicken can also be used on a tortilla shell, like if you wanted to make a quesadilla with it. About just the right amount. Take a quick thumbnail. Do a quick egg wash on these. I'm just gonna use 1 egg, kind of scrambled up. These get a little bit puffy and then stick them onto the smoker. Okay, egg wash is done. These buns are gonna be so good. The kids are gonna love them. You could also top them with sesame seeds if you wanted to, but my kids don't care for that, so we're just gonna leave them as they are. We're gonna let them fluff up just a little bit and then throw them on the smoker. Okay, so this is kind of fun, but the hamburger buns are on the smoker and we're gonna let these cook.
Those are like really like oily and wow. That's cool. How oily is that? Oh wow. Look at oh. I like this stuff. You could have did it for me to get you in. Get you again. Oh.
Mmm.
Oh. Oh yeah, I ate this before. Yeah, Mom, I ate that before.
So yummy.
I ate that before. I actually did.
And then I'm gonna make me one.
Wait, that one's yours?
Yes. Oops. And then I think I'm gonna get a little bit of cheese. You want some cheese, Bob?
No, ma'am. You don't know what I ate. You want any of these?
Look at that. Those buns are perfection.
Mom, I ate this stuff for you.
I don't have any fancy sides or anything to go with it. We're probably just gonna have like, we would probably have chips, but yeah, we're gonna have some milk and just eat our burgers and get to bed. I'm not even going to lie to you, it's 5:57 and Brooks and my niece had McDonald's. I'm gonna cook chicken and for the big kids when they get home. So they're having a play date and they wanted McDonald's, so that was their supper. We're gonna go ahead, no Smokey. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna cook the entire pack and we will deal with the leftovers as I see fit. Whatever they don't eat, I might pick off the bone and make a stew. But we're going to go ahead, let me get my seasoning. Also, I just want to make a note. I could definitely get away without cooking dinner tonight, but I don't want to have to cook tomorrow, which is Friday night. So let's just keep going. My family owns a business. It is called Six Brothers Jerky, and we have 2 seasonings out right now. So we have the garlic butter barbecue, and the black label Cajun. Both of them have a dehydrated butter, and both go really good on chicken, but since we're smoking it, we're gonna go with the barbecue. Y'all wanna go play outside a little bit? Yeah, I'm gonna go cook this chicken and y'all can play outside. So we're actually having a tropical storm in Louisiana right now. It's beautiful outside. So we're going to play outside and get this barbecue done. We used our Six Brothers garlic butter barbecue seasoning. You can get it from sixbrothersjerky.com. The pit boss is on, so let's get some potatoes to wrap in foil. All right, let's cook this sauce. I'm gonna put a half a stick of butter. I don't really have a recipe. I'm kind of just going by how I make chicken Alfredo. Completely drenched from going outside, but we're gonna go ahead and make this cream sauce now. Let me show y'all how the chicken looks. I pulled it off at about 45 minutes. I'm actually extremely proud. I'm actually extremely proud of this because I have never barbecued in my entire life. So this is exciting for me. We have a half a stick of butter and some heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna use our Cajun seasoning for the sauce. We're gonna add in our Parmesan cheese next. Okay, the cream sauce is looking delicious. It is sort of thick, so I might end up putting a little bit of milk in there, but that looks really, really good to me. I have our cream sauce and our baked potatoes and our chicken. I'm going to serve up a plate to show you guys how it looks. Let's start with a piece of chicken. Look how good that looks. I am so proud. Move the skin back. It looks so good. Okay, let's go for a baked potato. We're going to have to be so careful. Open this up. It's hot. Okay. My kids love chicken and potatoes. They actually would probably have 2. And I'm going to assume that at least one of them has calories left and can try my Cajun cream sauce. So we're gonna just cut our baked potato in half. I'm gonna give it a stir. Okay, and then we're just going to pour the cream sauce on top, and I'm going to just sprinkle a pinch of salt over his baked potato, and this will be Brant's dinner tonight. Okay, today is Sunday. We are just coming in from church, and we actually had to run to the grocery store. Even though I did my 2-week grocery shopping, I had forgot to pull out meat last night, and I need to cook Sunday dinner, and there's just no way around it. So I have to go pick up a pack of chicken thighs because we're going to make chicken stew today. I also picked up 12 steaks. They were on sale, and I thought that it would be a really good Sunday dinner next week.
Hey Mom,
so I picked up, hold on Brooks.
Yes, Mom.
So I picked up 4 packs of steaks. So we're gonna have the boys, Jake and I, and the girlfriends over next Sunday, and we'll have steak Sunday dinner next weekend. So that'll be really fun. But for today, let's do our chicken stew. We're gonna do potato salad, the boys are wrestling, potato salad, and homemade mac and cheese smoked on the smoker. So let's get started. Okay, and Brooks also wants me to let you know that we're going night fishing. So he's excited about it, and he wanted you to know. So after dinner tonight, we're gonna go out and do some night fishing with the boys. So let's go ahead and get started. My stove is kind of a mess. I need to clean that up. Give me a second. This is my sourdough starter. Her name is Rose is her name. So we're letting her rise. At some point today, we're going to do a sourdough loaf for the boys. But let's go ahead and get started on peeling some potatoes and getting them boiling. And we're also going to start our roux for our chicken stew. And I'm gonna get these seasoned up also. Okay, in today's video, I'm gonna be cooking with our Six Brothers this one's almost empty. Our Six Brothers Black Label Cajun seasoning. You get our chicken seasoned first. And I'm gonna get my pot out and we're gonna start heating up the oil and make a roux. I love this pot. It's from Amazon. If you want to take a look at it, I'll have it linked down below. It's extremely heavy, but it's a really good pot. Let me move y'all over here. It has been so long since I filmed videos, so I really hope that these make sense together. But if not, y'all just bear with me as I get used to doing this again because I have literally only posted shorts over the last year and I haven't posted long form videos in quite some time. Chicken. Okay, and then once you have a heavy coating of seasoning on your chicken, I'm just gonna put some plastic wrap on this and stick it in the fridge until my roux is ready to put the chicken in. So I think I'm ready to add my water to this. Let's turn the heat up just a little bit, and then we're gonna add our water and some chicken broth to that. And I'm gonna go ahead and wash my potatoes. I'm gonna get these potatoes washed and peeled and cut up, and then I'm gonna put them in a pot to boil. I added about 1.5 quarts of water to that roux, and I'm just going to add a little bit more liquids, but I'm gonna do some chicken broth. One, because I have it to get rid of, and two, because it'll help give some more flavor. But you definitely don't need it, but we're gonna add it since we have it. I have about 5 pounds of potatoes here that I'm gonna go ahead and peel and dice up. We're going to add our chicken into our pot now. I still haven't peeled my potatoes. I keep getting sidetracked. My sourdough is rising. It's way up here. We put her back down where she can keep resting, and then we'll move on. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna go ahead and put chicken in the pot and then peel the potatoes. I'm a little backwards today. Our chicken has been in the refrigerator sitting with the seasoning on it, so it has definitely absorbed some of that seasoning and really gotten in there so that it holds on to it. So our seasonings have a really good garlic butter base. It has dehydrated butter and the garlic is pretty strong. So this, oh my God, it smells phenomenal. Our seasonings are designed so that you don't have to cook with onion and garlic because we have super picky children. They don't like when we cook with onions, garlic, bell pepper, any of that stuff. So we have designed our seasonings so that we don't need to use any of those things, and it still tastes, it tastes like you spent all kinds of time chopping vegetables when in reality you just seasoned it really good. I know you guys can see further down by the sink and it's really messy, so just ignore that. We're gonna clean the kitchen all at once when we're done today. Okay, let's go ahead and get our chicken in. Okay, we're gonna put our spoon off to the side and cover this up. I'm gonna leave a little crack in it. Like I said, it's on, I'm gonna do like medium. I'm gonna do the number 4. We have an electric burner. I am not a huge fan of cooking on an electric burner, but that's what we have. So now we're gonna peel potatoes. A little bit of a backstory to our brand. Six Brothers is a company that we named after our boys. We make beef jerky, so we call it Six Brothers Jerky. We have branched off and started making seasonings as well. The whole idea behind the beef jerky, our motto is train hard, snack easy. So our boys are MMA fighters. They train and compete in martial arts, are in Louisiana. And Beef jerky is a really good high protein snack for them to use as fuel, whether it be before or after, whether it just be snacks during fight camp when they're trying to maintain weight, etc. So train hard, snack easy. Beef jerky is a really easy snack. And then we have our seasoning line, and it is train hard, cook easy. We have kind of branched off from Six Brothers Jerky, and this channel is Mama to Six Brothers. It fits which kind of fits because we are showing how we run our big family, how we do everything, how I manage getting the boys fed, 6 growing boys. I cook all of our meals at home, and so it's really important that when I can season with just one thing and I don't have to spend a whole lot of time preparing food, I can just use our seasonings or our meal kits and they come out perfect. And our seasonings just make cooking easy, so you can spend less time in the kitchen and more time with your family or doing things that you have to do around the house, because as a mom, you know that it just never ends. The list goes on and on and on. So that's where our whole seasoning idea comes from, and how we design all of our seasonings to be convenient yet very bold and powerful in taste. So it is worth a try. And then for our beef jerky, we have 4 flavors. We have teriyaki, barbecue, chipotle lime, and black pepper. Black pepper is restocking July 31st, which this video should be out after that. So you should be good if you wanted to try black pepper. Locally, we do have it in stores, and we are working on getting it in more stores. We are anxious to get our building up and running. We bought a 108-year-old building downtown, and we're going to be renovating it. So I'm also going to be showing you guys renovation projects, which is another reason that I need super simple cooking. And I want to have really good food that doesn't take me a whole lot of prep. So I'm going to be showing you guys our renovation projects, our homeschooling journey, my boys' martial arts, cooking and cleaning, all the things homemaking. We have our chickens and our garden and things that we're learning and exploring and growing to just get better at. I'm not perfect at any of those things, but I am working every day to get better at them, so I'm going to take y'all along with us as we just journey through all of that. Super busy all the time, but I always make time for the things that I enjoy, like gardening. I enjoy doing my chickens. I really love watching my boys train. So there's a whole lot of all of that on this channel. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, and it'll notify you every single time I post a video. Also, liking and commenting on this video helps me and my channel a whole lot. If you enjoy seeing these videos, that helps me also to know that you guys are enjoying them and that you want to see more. If you guys saw in the grocery haul, we bought 20 pounds of potatoes. This is the last of one 10-pound bag, and I have about 3/4 of a 10-pound bag behind me on the counter that the boys had used last night. They made some baked potatoes on the smoker with some steaks. I didn't film it because I wasn't the one cooking it, and they had guests over, so but they made steaks and baked potatoes for dinner last night, and they cooked it for themselves. Brant did the potatoes on the smoker with Ethan, I think, and Braden and Riley cooked the steaks, and they came out really good. He used our Black Label Cajun and a stick of butter. Boil quickly. Our homeschool year is going to look a little bit different this year, being that we just bought the building and we're going to be renovating. But I have some really good systems in place, so I'm hopeful that it will still go well. Also, our building that we purchased has a humongous office. It's literally probably the size bigger than my living room here at home, which I have a really big living room. So it's a pretty big room. We're gonna have plenty of room for everything there. including a homeschool space, so that would be nice. We bought Brooks a book sack to tote his work back and forth. So I'll call you when food's ready or almost ready. All right, we are going to season the potatoes with salt. I have this really cute sugar dish that came with a matching creamer set, but I use it for my salt. And I just think it's the cutest thing. These are store-bought eggs. My girls are just not keeping up with our demand right now, so I bought some store-bought eggs. That's 6, 7, 8, just in case some of them don't peel very good. I must have spilled something on my burners because it's smoking since I turned it on. Next week, I have some ideas for some meal prep. I'm thinking about getting them done before the tournament. Not for the tournament, then at some point just for around the house. This is what our stew is looking like. And I'm gonna go ahead and get our pasta boiling. Let's grab the pasta out of the pantry. I need to take a little break. Let's see. Yes, we're gonna go with rotini pasta for this homemade mac and cheese. Jake and I just organized this cabinet the other day, which houses all of our pots, but I can never remember where the what. And they go deep and there's like no lights, so it's hard to see in there. Okay, perfect. This is my pasta pot. Let's start. We're going to get boiling 2 boxes of rotini pasta. You can use any kind of pasta you like. We like the rotini because of the ridges in the pasta, and the boys say, and they say that it holds onto the cheese, so you get a nice cheesy bite every single time. Hello.
Hi.
Are you alone? The door took that long to close? They're gross. Brooks loves them.
What, Riley?
Okay, we're gonna go in with some salt on the pasta. We're gonna salt the pasta, cover it with water, and then get that on the burner. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil to my pasta. I don't know if it works, I just do it. Okay, while those things go, it looks like my sourdough is ready, so I've washed this bowl because this is what I like to mix my sourdough in. I'm gonna show you her. She looks really nice and full. She was here when she started. She's up here. I don't know how well you can see in the camera, but she's got some holes in it, so she's nice and ready. She's ready to go.
How much is that little you know?
No, but I mean, I've never, so I did it. Someone gave us that, but they're not expensive.
I like it, so.
Yeah, I was gonna buy you some. Last time I grocery
Can I bring it forward?
just don't lose it, bring it back.
I won't use it for Huh?
Me?
Was it from it?
It was a gift from Holly.
Riley has her cup, and her cup, this thing, is magnetic and it comes off so you can push it.
I'm scraping down my jar so that I can make more starter with the little bit that's left. Okay, we have this much left. So I'm gonna make another 200 grams from this for the next batch, but for now we're just gonna put it to the side. Water, and we're gonna put 750 grams of water into my 200 grams of starter. This is from Amazon, so I will have this link down below also. Okay, so I have my water here from the Berkey, which is just filtered water, and we're gonna add 750 grams. I got this from Dairy Mod Hardware, but I will try in, where's that at? Is that in Rain? But I will find one and link from Amazon and have that down below also. It just comes in really handy when you have big meals going on. You can see the chunk of sourdough here, so I'm just gonna get that all to where it's like milk almost. And now we're gonna add 1,000 grams of flour to this. I forget every single time. Every single time. So I'm gonna do 21 grams of salt. I fed my starter at like 8:30, 9 o'clock this morning, and it's currently 2 o'clock. Sourdough is just for tomorrow, so it doesn't really matter what time it finishes. And everything else, dinner should be served around 6 o'clock. Clean this off, and then we're gonna put this spatula in the sink because we're done with it. We're gonna be using our hands for the rest of this little project. So I'm just gonna take my little top, cover it, and put it to the side. Not an expert at sourdough. I try not to teach people how to make it, but I do show what I do, so there's that. And then we have this little bit left, and it'll be okay till tomorrow morning when I feed that. The kitchen is an absolute disaster though. And it's gonna be even worse when dinner is done. So I am gonna try to tackle that sometime between now and finishing up dinner, but I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I have several different ways that I make my mac and cheese, but typically I use these 4 cheeses. Sometimes if I have it, I will add in Velveeta, and also if I have it, sometimes I'll add in cream cheese, which I do have cream cheese, but I'm saving it for another recipe. I'm trying to be super strict on my grocery budget, so I don't wanna have to go to the store and pick up more of anything. So we're going to use half of each of these blocks. Pasta is boiling over. Each of these we have Gouda, mild cheddar, Colby Jack, and pepper jack. We're gonna use half of each, and I'm gonna go ahead and shred this up right now. Okay, I've drained the pasta. I left a little bit of pasta water in the bottom just because it helps get everything mixed together. 1, 2, it's hot. 3, 4, 5, 6, whoops, 7, and 8. I'm gonna get these in some cold water so that we can peel them easily. Growing up, my mom would chop the potatoes and mix that with the mayo and seasonings on the side. I don't know if I just don't have the patience that she had or what, but I just throw it all in one pot and mix it all together at one time. Okay, pot's clean. We're gonna melt a stick of butter. I'm gonna add in some heavy whipping cream. We may add more, but that's good for now. And we're gonna add our 4 different cheeses right into our pot with the heavy whipping cream and the butter. This is gonna sound crazy, but I'm gonna add our garlic butter barbecue seasoning to this. I can't explain it, you have to try it. It's just really, really good. Just kind of cover the top a little bit. Start mixing. It's a little too hot. I need to add maybe a little bit more heavy whipping cream. Also add heavy whipping cream into the casserole dish. So I'm trying not to add too much right now. Pour that right on in. This is the casserole dish that I use when we're putting it on the pit, which is why it looks kind of browned up. I am going to put a little bit of oil, and then I'm going to pour our macaroni. I'm gonna only do 1 casserole of it smoked because Brooks actually likes it right out the pot. He doesn't like when we bake it. Here is our mac and cheese. have a little bit of that bag left and then a little bit in this bag left also. So when I am baking a macaroni and cheese, I add a little bit extra liquid. So I won't add it into the pot, but I'm going to add it into my casserole just so that it doesn't dry out, especially in the smoker. And then I'm also going to top it with a little bit of our Black Label Cajun and our garlic butter barbecue. The two combined on mac and cheese is phenomenal. And then here we have it. This is our smoked mac and cheese. So we're gonna go and put this on the smoker now. Okay, it is exhausting doing all of this work sometimes, but it's gonna be delicious, so it's gonna be worth it. Huh? It's not quite ready yet. But it has been 30 minutes, so we are going to do a stretch and fold. And since I'm already recording dinner while I do my sourdough also, I have wet hands and I'm just gonna go in and do a couple of stretch and folds. You have to trust the process with sourdough, so that is after one stretch and fold. And we'll be back in 30 more minutes for another one. Next up, it is time to add our mayo to our potatoes and eggs. It has cooled off enough so that I can do that. I don't like adding the mayo to the hot potato. And then I'm also going to season this with some Black Label Cajun. So we're just gonna throw that in there as we mix everything together. I am extremely picky, as well as most of my children, so we don't add relish, mustard, onions, anything to our potato salad. It is strictly potatoes, eggs, and mayo. Sometimes Jake will add whatever he wants separately in his own bowl, but you won't catch me making it. The only potato salad I will ever make will have mayo, eggs, and potatoes, salt, seasoning, whatever, but that's it. Only a little bit left, kind of dry, so we're just gonna add it. I just threw it. Let me get a spoon since I'm flinging mayonnaise everywhere. This is not HGTV, so we're not gonna have matching dishes, but the food is gonna be good. Potato salad is ready. I'm gonna put this to the side. I'm gonna take a break and get some cleaning done, but I will bring you back for the finished product. We're going to turn the smoker on, get the mac and cheese in, and I'll be back. Okay, so the mac and cheese just came off of the smoker. I'm gonna show y'all, and that kind of wraps it up. I also just did the live stretch and fold on my sourdough, so I'm gonna show y'all kind of how it looks right now. It's nice and smooth and in a ball. So I've just made a cup of coffee, mac and cheese, potato salad, chicken stew, rice is cooking, and I think that I'm going to close out this video because it's Sunday, so that was all of our meals that I actually cooked for this week. And then I'll make another video showing you what I made over the next week coming. I have some really meals and snack prep coming up, so we're gonna be working on that together too. I turned the chicken stew off because I was afraid, I've turned it off because I was afraid it would shred the chicken too much, but it is done. I do need to drain a little bit of the grease off the top. Get the grease off the top, I just use this and it just pushes the grease through. So I'm gonna do that until I think it's done. So that's the chicken stew, we're done with that. Here is our smoked mac and cheese. This came out so good. We topped it with the Parmesan and some heavy whipping cream, and it just looks amazing and super good. Okay, we're plating up our dinner. I actually forgot to hit record, but we have our chicken stew and mac and cheese already in there. I'm gonna add some potato salad. And let me show you how that looks. And this is Sunday dinner. We have chicken stew with smoked macaroni and cheese and potato salad. So that wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and gained some inspiration on what you can cook for your family, or if you were just interested in what we do for our big family. Thank you for joining in. If you want to help me out, liking or commenting on this video really helps me out a lot. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. That will be it for this week. I'll see you later. Okay, bye.